Alrighty. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here. We alive. A little later than I wanted. That's the story of my fucking life. Half the time I sleep in on Mondays, to be honest. But it is what it is. Alright, so let's see here. So we left off finishing episode 14 last week, and now we're taking a look at the first part of Omen, which is Golden Veil's legacy. Old man chasing after a legacy that should not exist. I wonder if this is the, well, at the very least, the one blonde-haired person from that gamer club that she does, like, hunting stuff for me, the main character, going after certain artifacts or something. I'm thinking she might pop up in this, but we'll see. It's only one act. We'll see what the hell's going on. Oh, okay, look at this. The completely new NPC old man. Okay. Carpimentoro City Management is a city of explorers. Treasure hunters and small task force flock here in pursuit of artifacts. Okay. Long ago, a legend was passed down among the indigenous people of the Amazon basin. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get Tomb Raider references. It spoke of a prophecy of the world's ending. When the radiant sun is veiled by roots and its light fading away, the heavens will split open where the earth and clouds meet. A golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. Nostradamus' doomsday prophecies, the Mayan calendar, the Sebia oracles. Every age has its own versions of the world's end, and every one of them faded into nothing. Legend of the Golden Veil was no different or better than the rest. Oh shit, I forgot to do a thing. I'll get that later. As always, the records were scarce, while real-world problems were endless. And yet, as if bewitched, I keep chasing after the Golden Veil. The Golden Veil! So the years slipped by in vain. By the time most prophecies had become laughingstocks and faded into history. The administration failure struck, and the grand dimensional crevice erupted across the world. Here in the Amazon, the sky split apart and the land itself began to float. Oh, fun. And 20 years later, people came to call this place, where cloud and earth touched, the floating island. And I was still pursuing the Golden Veil's legacy. Administration Direct Control City, Champaramintio. Approximately 10,000 meters above sea level, Dawnbreak floating island. Oh, hello, this is a unique drawn... That's a definitely different artist. CO extermination confirmed. Area Gamma. Purification up complete. The moment I was away, you couldn't resist calling another expedition to the floating island. You're not hurt, are you, Senior Khan? He's a senior? I gotta admit, the official counter system is convenient, isn't it? Actually, no, I shouldn't go with that voice. Who would have thought a single summon could wipe out a swarm of COs that even a Class 1 expedition team was hopeless against? You've had a rough time cleaning up after this old man, Wade. No need for compliments. Protecting a senior is an official counter's top priority. Though the facts that some seniors abuse that priority says a lot about the system's flaws. My apologies for being such a troublesome old man. Well, the meetings were dull anyway. I'll let it slide this time. So, how's the expedition of the floating island coming along? As always, things weren't looking good before you arrived. The expedition's transport was attacked by COs, leaving us without supplies or way back down. I was wondering how we get back to the ground if you hadn't answered the call. As always, the worst-case scenario. But isn't that the thrill of exploration? It's unpredictability. Don't worry. Once I find the Golden Veil, I'll make sure you get your share. Just stop causing trouble, Khan. I've been saying the same thing for 10 years. I fell for it when I was a rookie, but not anymore. Tisk. To think someone still young has already lost his fire. I hear these days it's that rascal Indiana Gap who's famous among the youth. Indiana Gap. Back in my day, when people thought of treasure hunters, they thought of me first. Here we go again. You remember too, don't you, Wade? Back when they called me Master Khan, and I was on my great journeys. Yes. For example, the lost millennial city of Eridu. I wandered the heart of the Lotus Desert without a sip of water just to find it. And in the end, it was all for nothing. I was the one who saved you when you collapsed from exhaustion in the desert, wasn't I? Did you now? Then I suppose it wasn't the desert I was wondering, but at death's doorstep. But what about this tale? The Black Pearl of the Black Flood in the front bay? Remember that one? Pirates and hunters alike risked their lives against the Kraken to seize it. Even now, I tear up when I think of the comrades I lost that day. Yeah, I remember. Though in the end, the expedition failed too. Blinded by greed, the advance party charged recklessly at the Kraken and their ship was destroyed. I was deployed in the follow-up task force at that time. If Coffin Company hadn't joined the hunt, we would all be dead. Back then, I never imagined Coffin Company would be that kind of corporation. I suppose I owed a debt to the Supreme Administrator. A debt? More like a nuisance. You were the captain of that advance party. And I was the one who saved you from drowning. Saved your drowning hide back then, too. Did you now? I still have the compensation invoice Front Base sent us. That's right. My memory isn't what it used to be, I'm afraid. But remember this, young man. Failure is what makes exploration shine. Those failures are what shaped me into the man I am today. Still full of bluster as ever. Bluster? I always been sincere. Well, sure, you're reckless, stubborn, and a damn old man who refused to act his age. But at least your spirit of exploration is worth respecting. Thanks to your foolish expeditions, humanity has uncovered many secrets of the counterside. Now I'm worried. Why the sun praise, when you're usually not like this? But Khan, don't you think it's time to give up on the Golden Veil? Since the administration was founded, you've earned great merit as a treasure hunter. Granted, many of those tales might be exaggerated, but no one can deny that the artifacts you helped uncover rebuilt the world. And I know fully well that you spent your entire life chasing the Granville's legacy. On a personal note, I respect that lifetime conviction of yours, Master Khan. Wade? But you must also be mindful of your political standing. You're not just a treasure hunter, you're a senior who leads a city. In other words, the most important figure in Camparamento. After the counterside attack, Camparamento was the last of the 6 cities to be reclaimed. As such, unlike the other administration direct control cities, its administration and infrastructure are critically lacking. Compared to Charlotte or Chamber, which successfully rebuilt, the gap is impossible to close. I know you love this city, Wade, but the 6 administration direct control cities aren't meant to compete. Each has its own role. As you know, Champaramento is the city of explorers. Chasing Ethereum and artifacts, countless task force and treasure hunters gather here. So the city thrives on exploration, research, and tourism of corrupted areas. If the administration meddles too much here, the city will only wither. I understand Champaramento is an open and free city. But that openness leaves many problems neglected. Abandoned corrupt areas, anti-administration zones, religious conflicts, all of which strain public safety. Do you remember, Senior Khan? The society's massive purge, and the rise of the new cult called the Children of Yandabath? The other administration direct control cities claim their bases of operation is hidden somewhere in Champaramento. Are you just going to sit back and tolerate such baseless slander? No, interesting. What the city needs is not exploration, but stability. At the very least, you must hold the center of the Champaramento administration. If you leverage your political standing, it can be done. Politics, you say? To think you'd be saying that. You really have aged, Wade. But listen, Wade. A man must live true to his nature. Fate cannot be defied. All these years, I've had no wife, no children. My fortune has always carried the mark of a wanderer. Thus I roamed the world with the winds as my companion and the clouds at my side. And yet the administration chose someone like me as the city's senior. Yes, the administration itself. As an official counter, you can understand what that means, can't you? My talents may be paltry, but I've devoted my life to exploration and risen this far as an explorer. Even if the administrator himself returned, he could not strip me of that spirit. Whether I want to or not, what I seek here is aligned with the administrator's will. Which means finding the Golden Veil's legacy is indeed what this world needs. Even if the Golden Veil truly exists. You're neglecting the city you have now for a golden city that might not even exist. If anything happens to you, Champaraменto's administration will fall into chaos. You've been fortunate to have me by your side thus far, but that luck won't last forever. Please, think once more of the children who call this city their home in the future. Children, huh? Who the fuck was that? You're right. But I carry a mission because I witnessed the administration failure with my old eyes. A mission to ensure such a disaster never happens again. For the sake of the children's future. But Khan, the Golden Veil is just a legend. Yes, just a legend. Nostradamus' doomsday prophecies, the Mayan calendar, Shia's oracles. Legends of end exist in every era and vanish just as easily. I make no claim that the legend I chase is any different or any better. I'm no warrior of strength, nor am I a scholar of letters. Someone may call my mission absurd, far-fetched, and even laugh at me for it. Even so, I will not give up on the Golden Pale's existence. My instincts as an explorer, my life, and the clues I gathered cry out that it's real. So my resolve will not waver, even if history one day mocks me as the leader who chose wrongly. As always, you're a reckless, damn old man, Con. But no matter how foolish, how can I scorn a man's conviction when he's devoted his whole life to it? Thank you for saying that. History may not, but at least you think well of me, Wade. No matter what I say, you'll risk your life for your mission. And I'm an official counter, the shield that defends Campamento. Very well. If you risk your life for your mission, then I'll risk mine for mine. After all, I owe you a debt. Okay. Interesting setup, and this is the first time we're really in, we're in South America, right? Yeah, this is the first time we're in fucking South America at all in this universe, too, so I can appreciate that. At the administration failure, a grand dimensional crevice split the skies of Sharp Elemento. People call it the Celestial Grand Dimensional Crevice. Celestial, huh? A few hours later. That said, I'll be right back. I forgot to do something upstairs, so just give me like a minute. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Continuing on. Ow. Fucking thing just slapped the back of my neck. That didn't feel good. That's one of those, like, you didn't really get touched. Okay, administration, guys. Senior, a report came in from the 2nd Expeditionary Force. Per your orders, they finished scouting areas Alpha and Theta, but they couldn't pinpoint the location you mentioned, sir. I see. So once again, it seems we couldn't reach it. Khan, it's been quite some time since we began exploring the floating city. Island, I mean. I may endure it as a counter, but the squad's Ethereum shields and air tanks are reaching their limits. If we run into high-tier COs with supplies running low, we won't be able to cope. We should return to the administration for now. So the time limit's upon us. Very well. A shame, but there'll be other chances. Alright. We'll end today's expedition here. Go to work, everyone. Prepare to return to the What is it? The arrowhead is reacting? Could it be? No. Impossible. Khan, where are you going all of a sudden? Damn it, that blasted geezer's at it again. I'll bring the senior back. Hold units, hold your positions and stand by. Impossible. The arrow's trembling won't stop. And that means somewhere here. Where is it? Where can it be? Huh? Khan, what are you doing out here? We agreed to return to the administration. Wait, look! The arrowhead's reacting! Huh? The arrowhead. My research shows the arrowhead is the key to entering the Golden Veil. If it's reacting, it means the Golden Veil is hidden somewhere here. But isn't this just another corrupted area like any other? Where in this place could a Golden Veil possibly... You followed me for 10 years and you still haven't learned a thing! You're an excellent counter, Wade, but as a treasure hunter, hopeless. Look closely at the moss on this rock. To the eye it seems ordinary, but its cross-section is hard and sharp as minerals. This is no natural trait. And this whole place is a high corrupted area influenced by the celestial grand dimensional crevice, is it? All natural phenomena are textbook here. It's in the administration's manuals. Perhaps, but remember this, Wade. A seasoned treasure hunter must sometimes go beyond common sense. According to the manuals, no life forms can truly survive in the corrupted area. Exposure to corrupted rays over time usually petrifies tissue into minerals. But on rare occasions, unique wavelengths of corruption rays yields different results. Different results. Where I'm from, we say, seeing one is worth more than hearing 100 times. In other words, better to show you. Wait, Khan, what are you? Damn it, are you insane? This is a high-level corrupted area. Even a scratch could kill you here. Come now, don't make a fuss over a nicked finger. Instead, take a look at that moss again. Moss? No way. The moss soaked up your blood and turned gold? Exactly. Which means this moss has been bathed in a unique corruption ray for ages. Long ago, to warp its very biology. Khan, then. Not yet. Too early to shiver, Wade. This is but a small clue. More conditions must be met to reach the Golden Veil. Come quickly. Contact the expedition. Gather the artifacts we prepared. The ground's shaking? That's impossible. This is a floating island. For a quake of this scale to hit into the sky. Khan, look up at the sky. Something's wrong. The sky. That's a grand dimensional crevice. Unknown light is spilling out from there. The grand dimensional crevice. It's widening. You mean the crevice is expanding? Yes, it's just like when the sixth dimensional crevices first appeared in this world. The administration failure. Senior, there you are. A swarm of seals is attacking the expedition. You must evacuate to the administration at once. My body's floating? Ah! What was that? He shot upward. Like falling, but in the sky? Stay sharp, Wade. It's anti-gravity! As the grand dimensional crevice expands, the anti-gravity field pulling the island was now intensified. One wrong move and we'll be dragged into the grand dimensional crevice too! Wait, do you mean? At this rate, the entire flying island could be swallowed into the grand dimensional crevice! In theory, yes. I can't say how much time we have left. The ear-splitting roar. Damn it, I knew it! Every time I'm with you, we land in the worst possible situations! It's a demolition worm! I must have caught our scent. We'll be in battle within minutes. A demolition worm? The heavens truly mock me! To appear now when the Golden Veil is within reach! If you want to live long enough to glimpse your golden veil, then don't fall. In these conditions, with movements restricted, I can't guarantee victory while protecting you too. And the celestial grand dimensional crevice state looks dire. Feels like something disastrous could erupt at any moment. When the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fading away, the heavens will split open, and where earth and cloud meet, a golden city appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. God, is that... Wait. This is the work of my lifetime. Call it delusion if you like. But I cannot shake the sense that this might be the foretold hour. Now that I found a clue to the Golden Veil, I must live on. So once more, will you protect this old man? You sure ask for impossible things like they're nothing. But don't worry. 10 years ago, you gave a wandering, ascetic man a new life. You scoured the world to help me find my name and the fate of my brother. Granted, I don't know then you were this reckless. Unfortunate, is it? So tell me, do you regret following me? Not a chance, Vargas. Activating phase barrier. Deploying fortress shield. Off chance. Is this who I think it is? Wade Vargas, official counter of Comparamento. As always, I'll be the impregnable shield that defends you in this city. Master Khan. Wade Vargas, huh? Warning, fate interference detected from an unaccountable presence. Scheduled casualty is being altered. This is the Demon Lord's descent, huh? Meanwhile, let's see here. Wade Vargas. Guess that's how I think his name is pronounced as. Meanwhile, Administration, Direct Control City, Lotus, Amna Valley, Temporary Coffin Company Branch. I've already heard the broad strokes from this Vice President. Seems you stopped Swan's schemes and resolved the information erasure that threatened Noel. It couldn't have been easy, but once again, you've done well, Mina. Noel had it worse than I did. It wasn't a problem I could have solved alone to begin with. Without Fletcher, Lika, and Amy, and so many others, I couldn't have saved her. Though in the end, Swan slipped away again, but she was wounded. For the time being, we don't need to worry about her. What matters most is you all returned alive. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for worrying about me, boss. And you as well, Noel. Welcome back to Coffin. I missed you so much, boss. I was terrified I'd never see my Coffin family again. I'm the one glad to see you again. This world exists because you refuse to give up on it. Thanks to you, I can believe that all my choices up to now weren't mistakes. So let me thank you once more, Noel. No, boss. If I could be accepted into this world as a human, it's only because of all of you. That's why I'll protect this world of my own will. Ha! Good. I'm relieved to hear that. With you here, we could still prepare some countermeasures. Countermeasures? For what? Wait. Don't tell me this has to do with the incident we just dealt with before. That's right, Mina. I feel it's best to tell you two ahead of time. What I'm about to say concerns a certain truth. The truth of Operation Quafflegame. Quafflegame? Where to begin? Yes, perhaps with why it's called a game at all. There exists a being called Tamil. She can only be described as the first observed god. In the first world, I swore that one day I would kill her. But as a literal god, she couldn't be slain by any normal means. So we agreed to play a game, using the law of creating a world she had seized. Through the change of reality by the Tree of Seraph. That was the starting point of the Quafflegame. Wait, the one you're calling Tamil, that's my sister, isn't it? So you're saying my sister is a god, and you swore to kill her? What's the relationship between you and my sister and... I'm sorry, Mina. There isn't much I could tell you at this stage. Even your own information was set as one of the rules of the game she and I agreed upon. The rules of the game? Don't make me laugh. You think I'd swallow that? I'm sick of rules, of all this crap! Mina, there's at least one answer I can give you. That she thinks of you as her sister, and you think of her as the same. That's when everything ends, and you two will meet again. That much is undeniably a fate set from the start. What does that even mean? At the end, for our own purposes, we agreed to the Quafflegame. There are many details, but one overarching rule. She would arrange the disaster we know as the Quaffle Demon Lord, and I would prepare a world to defeat it by any means necessary. But it was never a game I had any real chance of winning. Her chosen Quaffle Lords were never weak, so I had no choice but to use loopholes without outright breaking the rules. Loopholes? Yes. The Ark built in the first world. The Coffin series, equipped with space-time termination protocol. Just before losing, I forced the world's space-time to end with that Ark, and carried its people, resources, and technology to the next world. In effort, a save point for preparing the next game. Again and again. After countless repetitions, I finally reached today's administration. Winning the Quaffle game, protecting this world, defeating the Demon Lord. And even bringing Noel into this world, separated from a law of creating a world. Thus, this game at last gained legitimacy. This world at last gained legitimacy. But that was only possible because Tamil allowed me this loophole. So you're saying Tamil's deliberately turning a blind eye to you cheating? She'll do whatever it takes to achieve her aim. If that means tolerating my method, then so be it. And it's no different with the Quaffle Demon Lords. Huh? Even the Demon Lords bend the rules? Oh, fucking course they do. That's right, Noel. The Quaffle game is a struggle between me and the Demon Lord, mediated by Tamil. With our worlds at stake. Officially, until certain conditions are met and the game is declared, the Demon Lord cannot directly intervene in this world. Breaking that rule means heavy penalties the moment they descend. That's why Demon Lords and their apostles rarely show their true power here. Penalties in this world? So, wouldn't dragging them into reality actually be to our advantage? No. That would unleash hell on the world itself. Think of the last highest level disaster alert. Even then, Thuragrin was already trying to break the rules. We stopped the Demon Lord's descent, but the world suffered enormous damage. Come to think of it, the Demon Lords are phenomena. Or phenomena of apocalypse incarnate. From my perspective, the Quaffle game is the only viable way to defeat them. Wait, but then something's off. Why did Thurrigan try to descend despite the penalties? Because our positions differ. From the Demon Lord's perspective, destroying worlds doesn't have to hinge on the Quaffle game. They gain strength by annihilating a world and factoring it into the Quaffle. For them, devouring worlds is instinct. Many worlds I've passed ended before the game even began. And the worlds without me to anchor them never even got that far. So they just want the world destroyed, not even a game? But Commander Hyde said if a Demon Lord wins the game, they get a wish. Ray was trying to use that wish to restore his ruined world. So how can the Demon Lords deny the game itself? You misunderstood, Mina. Both the Quaffle games and the Demon Lords are rules holding this world together. They cannot truly reject it. So, but that's only in the end. They aren't foolish enough to ignore my loopholes forever. In fact, they know my weaknesses far too well. Your weakness? That I never give up, no matter what. And that I have nowhere left to retreat. Knowing this, they force my hand, even with penalties. Because in the end, it may still bring them victory. 20 years ago, during the administration failure, I activated Protocol COT-13 to block their interference. COT-13 was a temporal suspension protocol. It consumed all my Ark's power to freeze space-time in itself. At the same time, it sealed off their Quaffle dimension from the normal side. But that was only ever temporary. As the corruption spread, the seals weakened. So when Swan unsealed the coffin of Thurigrin, the Demon Lord Thurrigan had nearly regained its original strength. And just hours ago, Terrabrain activated another old protocol. One that detects any omen of interference. And Omen? Oh, new song. It senses the Demon Lord's Quaffle imaginary energy. To warn when they try to intrude before the game begins. A global disaster may soon follow. Global disaster? Like the last highest level disaster alert? Even worse than that. Don't worry, Mina! I believe in Boss. No matter what happens, he'll stop it! Yeah, he stopped the Demon Lord's descent last time, didn't he? So somehow he'll... No. From this moment, nothing is certain. The Omen was ever only a warning protocol, and it's already corrupted. Even Terrabrain's casually logic can't be trusted now. I've made some minimal countermeasures, but another disaster equal to the administration failure may still strike. Administration failure? Oh, the building's shaking! Boss, this is a joke, right? No way it's happening this suddenly. So it begins. Thorgrim, you're moving faster than I predicted. What? The Lotus Branch is collapsing. We need to evacuate. Huh? Mina, boss? Watch out! Oh? Each city senior has the authority to issue emergency air alerts to their city. You can say this is round 2. I got you, brother. Boss! Boss! Snap out of it! Come on, just open your eyes! Mina? Boss, you okay? Can you tell me where you are? Oh, thank goodness. I thought something had happened to you. Did you take care of me? Thanks. I barely left the hospital and I almost ended up back inside. If you're thanking anyone, thank Noelle. If she hadn't intercepted it, we'd both be buried in rubble. I'm a counter, so I'd survive, but you wouldn't have. That's true. Still, Mina, we're awfully close right now. If someone saw us like this... Huh? What are you even thinking about at a time like this? I don't have a choice. I was trying to save you. Mina, boss, are you both alright? Yeah? Shocking. Mina's going in with the bold moves? So it's true. I suspected, but maybe you two really aren't. Nonsense. It's fine. I like both of you, so I'm okay with it. It's not what you think. Instead of gawking, just give me a hand here. If I move wrong, Boss could get crushed. Right. Hold on, Box. I'll get you out. Once again, I owe you one. Supreme Administrator, do you hear me? This is urgent. Grand dimensional crevices all over the world are... Huh? Riene? It's been a while. How have you been? Supreme Administrator, what disgraceful thing are you doing? The world's in chaos and you're playing around with a girl? It's not what it looks like. Not what it looks like? Spill it! Were you involved with her from the start? Ah, god damn it. Ahem. Okay, whatever. I get the situation. The fucking jealousy cover. I'm like, did you? What? Are you jealous? What did I say? Misunderstanding from the start. Shut up. It's your fault you're always clinging to women. I think she's jealous. Didn't you say it was urgent? Now's not the time for chit-chat. Of course, I know that. Right now, simultaneous expansions are being observed in the grand dimensional crevices worldwide. As a result, CS levels are rising all across direct control cities within the area. No telling how far it will spread, but the light from them is growing stronger. We may soon see a grand dimensional crevice born White Knight phenomenon. You understand what that means, don't you? It only ever happened twice before. Simultaneously across all grand dimensional crevices. Once when you started that so-called Kowalful game. And once when all our operations started falling apart. Just as I thought. You clearly know something about this. So, you must have some plan, don't you? Everyone hurry. As of now, the administration has issued the highest level disaster alert. All personnel, secure citizens safely in direct control cities immediately. Guide evacuations to the rebuilt cities. Repeat, the administration has issued the highest level disaster alert. You heard that, Supreme Administrator? I've already declared the alert here in Ground 1 under my authority. The other seniors I reached out to have agreed. Even that Shut-It and the Musclehead will declare it in their cities. But it's too soon to breathe easy. Charlotte Dade's under control for now since I'm acting authority. But as you know, Chambers Senior Jack is missing. And Sharapanto requested extraction for their key figure. That boastful Kroder Khan must have caused trouble again, even now. Supreme Administrator, you're listening, aren't you? Say something. You must have a plan. The truth is, yes, I know. I know it's shameless to suspend your authority and to demand answers now. But these past months, you solved problems I couldn't. When Charlotte Seniors died, you upheld order in the city spiraling. You faced an unprecedented high-level disaster alert, my bad, and stopped the Demon Lord's descent into reality. A massive unidentified flying object over the perimeter zone. I can't even guess what really happened, but you solved it too, didn't you? Through all of that, you proved yourself. And now our world faces another crisis. As much as I hate to admit it, I can't handle this alone. No, the 6 seniors together can't manage this crisis. I was arrogant, Supreme Administrator. As Ground 1's Class 2 Administrator, I'll apologize as much as you'd like. So please. Tell me, Supreme Administrator, what should we do? How do we stop this disaster? If anyone can, it's you, right? You're wrong, Rene. I'm only human like you. I can't manage everything. But humans learn from failure. They move forward step by step. Just as you learned from the last disaster and declared the alert without delay. That was well done, Rene. It may save countless civilians. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't do it for your praise, so fucking Cinderace, I swear. I just did my duty as a senior. Duty. Yes, I see. That's why I can't give up on you, or this world. Even if I have nowhere left to retreat. Even if despair itself bars the path ahead. I'll never let go of the small hope in my hands. Because that's my duty. Supreme Administrator, are you? Rene. When the Omen protocol triggered, I mobilized my people, dispatching the support to each city. But those were only minimal precautions. Even I can't say what comes next. In other words, just as you need me, I need you. Without cooperation from every administration, we cannot save this world. Understood. I'll alert the others immediately. If you need anything else, just say it. As a senior, I'll give you my full support. I'll send Mina and Noelle to Ground 1. And lastly, I need you, Rene Maloff. Okay. Wait, what? You need me? Rene, can you come here to Lotus? Hold on, you want me in Lotus now? Yes, every moment counts. But it's too sudden. I'm not ready for this. To be precise, I need you as the senior researcher you were in Future at War. Future at War? It's too sudden. I'm not ready. I wonder what she was thinking. Let's see. Wedge. Corruption inhibitors restrain corrupt rays that fuse the normal side with the counter side, but it cannot halt all of them. 150. Fun. Oh, look at that. Aura. Okay. So we're using a high level 120 aura now. Cool. You know what? Nah, I want to see her in the fucking outfit. Anyway. I'll take you, and then I'm gonna need a striker. We'll go with Sigma. As for... what am I fighting again? Definitely can use a defender, so... Dragon Girl. Makes sense to me. Administration Direct Control City, Ground 1. Administration Counter Academy. Oh, fun. Highest level disaster alert, 3 hours earlier. Ahem. Can everyone hear me fine? This is Sun, but farewell for now, kiddos. Miss Renee is casting off every shackle and burden in this world. She's off to find happiness. So until I come back, please keep quiet and self-study, okay? What? That parachute teacher's at it again. I came all prepared because today was supposed to be a performance test. And now she just says self-study? Noelle. Funny you say that. Did you always take Miss Renee's classes seriously? You bicker all the time, but maybe you're actually closer than you let on? I would think so as well. If teacher and pupil grow together through mutual learning, that is a fine bond indeed. Shut it! Fine bond my foot! She was supposed to be temporary, but she just stayed and stayed! Oh, wait a minute, it was the blonde, my bad. When is she ever going to quit? So you're leaving now, Renee? Yeah. Teach asked me to help, so I gotta go. Yeah, but I figured you were gonna pop up. I really leaned on you. And I just started to bond with the kids, so that's a shame. Noelle will miss you. And the others, too. Come back anytime. We'll be waiting here for you. Girl, don't worry so much. It's not like I'm going off to die. But Renee, you know as well as I do, our time has passed. Since the administration failure 20 years ago, we survived due to the temporary suspension, but none of us escaped the after effects. And you, who stood at the front, must be in worse shape than any of us. Wait, are you telling me you're at that shit? Remember the promise when we awoke? That the future belonged to those who would live it? While we lived our lives, while we lived out what was left of ours? So Bora cherished the past, making games to preserve her memories. And I devoted myself to tomorrow, becoming a teacher for the children who'd live it. I think you too should live for your today. Dan, we're no longer students, nor active agents. Our era has passed. You have no obligation to step in. Let's ask teacher together. He'll surely... This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't think you worried about me this much. But I'm alright, Dane. More than anything, this is Teach's request. The one we always trusted. If not for him, we wouldn't even have this today. With him asking, how could we just sit back? Still. Nope. Enough. I'm a grown-up now. My old skills haven't dulled one bit. COs? Squish, squish, and blam! Down in one there's your back. My back's gone out again! Renee, are you okay? See? Totally fine. Haha, fooled you. Just kidding. That's such an old joke. You haven't changed a bit, Renee. Where's Bora anyway? Always saying she's swamped with work. Guess she really is. About Bora. I'm not too late, am I? Girl, any later and I would have missed your face. So, why late? Sorry. Had something to give you. Well, I knew you'd go no matter what. That's Renee for you. You know me well. That's why I'm doing this. My role. Support. Just like the old days. This is a legacy cube. Pandora's prototype AR implementary device. Combined administration's AR tech with the Overlord core from Counter's legacy. Graham and I worked on it together. Graham too? That's amazing! With this cube, we can call out equipment from Counter's legacy server in real time. Items from the game. Virtual reality type bullshit. Alright, let's go. That's straight out of Counter Saga. Brings back memories. Violet, send me a weapon. To think you actually pulled off that game feature. Times have changed. Just a prototype, for now. But with your material enhancement powers, you can reinforce the durability. Sounds fun. Thanks, Bora. Truth is, I agree with Dan. Our era's already passed, that's fact. Even with the cube. It won't be easy. We're not in our prime. So, don't push yourself, Rene. And come back alive. We'll be waiting. You girls, seriously? Why keep raising death flags? How am I supposed to survive this? Forget it. I'll flip it instead. Did we do it? Is it over? Did we win? Finally, at last, I win! That's it for part 3! Yeah, there we go. Okay. Phew, now the curse is broken. I won't die now. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm off. Lay here for me. 3 hours later. Administration Direct Control City, Ground 1, A13 Airfield. Confirming special dispatch personnel per highest level disaster alert. Identification code confirmed. We'll escort you to Carperamento, Miss Rene. Huh. If I paid my own way to Carperamento, it'd cost a fortune. Didn't think Teach would prepare a dimensional ship. Always thorough. Hello? Are you the treasure hunter who'll be working with me? And you are? You must be the cooperator Teacher mentioned. Teach, who's that? Oh, that's how Aura gets involved. Interesting. Squire told me I'd meet someone named Rene here. Teach is Teach, but why are you calling Teach Squire? What? But Miss Aura calls the administrator Squire. Aura? What's that? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Robin Fitzwater from Kitterlin, Nordnavik. Pleased to meet you, Miss Rene. So she's Nordic and or German? Okay, and we just get thrown right into a fight. Got it. So Aura and her are together. Okay. Yeah, if I do that. Go, my child, go! And I didn't lose anyone. Nice. Administration Direct Control City, Sharpamento, Dark Forest Zone, CSE Level 3. We're almost there, just a bit further to the base camp. Really, things are seriously tangled this time. We're right by Carpamento's base cap, and the CS E level won't drop below 3. Is it because of the grand dimensional crevice floating above us? Spiral! Huh? Miss Rene, it's clear over here. What about you? Whoa. That finishing pose you just struck after downing that CO. Wasn't that copied from Mass Counter's Unnamed mark? Are you a Mass Counter fan? I'm a huge one. So you like Mass Counter too, Miss Rene? Of course, anyone who likes Mass Counter can't be a villain. And you nailed the angle of that pose. Getting the arm right is key, you know? Wow, you're right. Miss Aura always said confidence comes from standing tall in your best pose. Truth is, I lack confidence. So I practice poses in the mirror every day. Exactly. Consistency is everything. Back in the day, I practiced mouse counter poses too. Because of punks like you, I refuse to watch anyone cry again. Transform, mass counter number 1. Am I back again? Are you alright, Miss Mirine? Just kidding. Still, it's my first time meeting someone who shares this hobby. The world's wide and people's tastes are endless. But come to think of it, that's curious. That mask, did you make it yourself? And it seems to even have voice output? Is this one of the latest mask counter merch? The quality's insane. This isn't merch, this is Miss Aura. She may look like this now, but she was once commander of the old administration's La Macha Stormtrooper division. Huh? That mask was a commander of the old administration? Yes, and I'm Miss Aura Squire. Together we travel the world bringing justice wherever it's needed. Still, I'm inexperienced, but with her, I know I can become stronger than anyone. Huh? Aha! So that's the lore, huh? Lore? Not bad. A mask that makes you stronger. Aura, was it? That's some style. No, it's not lore, it's real. Whatever. As your senior in the administration, I'll play along. Usually in stories like that, you can't fully control the power, right? What? Yes. I'm still lacking in training, so my synchronization with Miss Aura isn't very high. We're saving the full synchronization for an emergency battle. Yeah, makes sense. As your senior in administration, I can't not say this. Want to control your aurification? Excuse me? Aurification? Guess kids these days don't know the old manga jokes. Anyway, whatever that mask is, it's an artifact. It's got a purpose. And there's bound to be a way to boost your synchronization rate. Alright, trust me, Robin Fitchwater. I'll give it my all in this mission to help you unleash your potential. That's interesting. I kinda did not expect these two to be a thing. Alright, let's see. The world's wide and people's tastes are endless. Which is a fucking fact. Very much a fucking fact. Administration Direct Control City, Sharp Elemento, Base Camp, Final Defensive Line. Level 3, corruption bullshit. The corrupted area spread all the way inside the base camp? If Sharp Elemental's corruption inhibitors can't even function, this is no ordinary crisis. Come on, Robin. Don't just stand there, move it! Miss Mirine. The CEOs are swarming in. We can't just leave them. Did you forget what Teach said? We have our own mission here. Can't you see they're buying us time? Yes, but... You're the counter sent from Ground 1, right? We've been briefed. Leave this sector to us. Sacramento's administration is strong. Our task forces are tightly bounded. That's right. Disasters like this are practically routine just outside base camp. So trust us and go! Save our VIP! He may be eccentric, but we can't do without him! Don't you worry. We're ground administration's finest of the fine. We'll bring back Old Man Khan safe and sound. Right, Robin? Huh? Yes. As my honor as a knight, I promise you all. You heard them. The base camp's last line of defense is ours to hold. Even if it costs us our lives, we'll see these counters through. Now do you get it? The weight of what we're about to do, what it means to be a counter on the battlefield. We're their help. Yes, I understand. I won't hesitate again. That look in your eyes. I like it. Glad you caught my drift. Let's go. Follow me. We received word from Ground 1 Senior. Thank you for answering Sharp Elemental's administration's request. Come on. Neighbors help each other in hard times, don't they? And even without the Old Man Khan, you've all been handling the crisis pretty well yourselves. Well, I suppose we've gotten used to emergencies. Not that complacency's a good thing. Our VIP always brings trouble down on Carp Elemento. Claims against us from other cities alone exceed several billion credits. Damn. Haha, it's several billion? What kind of nonsense has the old man been up to? Still, he looks after our people like family. Excuse me. For all his faults, you just can't hate him. But, Miss Mirine? How do you know Camperamento Sr.? Haha, that? I know him all too well. The old man used to be a person of interest. A person of interest? These days they call him Senior Khan. But back then he went by Master Khan. After the administration failure and the counterside was exposed to the public, he became the treasure hunter who unearthed more artifacts than anyone else. Sharp Paramento Sr. sounds like an amazing man. In a way, yeah, he is. But you know what they say, too much of anything is poison. Especially when technology and mystery beyond our world's level spike the global corruption rate. No wonder he got marked as a person of interest by the administration. And cleaning up his mess under Teach's name gave me my share of headaches too. Cleaning up? What do you mean by that? We arrived. Please wait a moment. Lady Sita, the counters dispatched from Ground 1 have arrived. Please, come inside. Lady Sita, huh? This is Lady Sita, temporarily overseeing the Carpalamento administration. She's the VIP's granddaughter, you could say. Granddaughter? Oh, you're that guy. You got a rather unusual way of greeting us. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mirina, and this here's Robin. Hello? Can you hear us? Huh? Her voice. Hello, everyone. Thank you for answering Comparamento Administration's call, is what Lady Sita says to you all. Well, what's going on here? Wait, Miss Mirine. I think I just heard a whisper in my ear. What? Huh? What? Really? Maybe your thought frequencies just synced. How strange. It wasn't intentional, but this is the first time it's happened. I love how her fucking, drawn photo shit changes. Maybe we'll become good friends, is what Lady Sita says to Robin. Thought frequency, is that like telepathy? Nah, there's way too much to nitpick here. Please forgive. Please forgive me, Miss Mirina. We haven't met before, and I tend to be shy around strangers. Normally, I have my secretary relay my words, is what Lady Sita says with regret. Wow. Seriously, this is even worse than Bora ever was. At least Bora could still communicate. But this girl even leaves that to someone else? Please calm down, Miss Mirine. And what about you? Why are you putting on a performance too? Oh, I majored in storytelling at university. Ah. Aha! I get it now. So that's the gimmick. Right, makes sense. Miss Rine's starting to reject reality. So, to sum it up, Old Man Khan went to the floating island chasing the Golden Veil's legacy. But given Carpamento's celestial grand dimension crevice, there should be loads of floating islands, right? Last reported location was the Dawnbreak Floating Island. What a strange name. Dawnbreak Floating Island. Ha! Might sound odd to us, but most of these isles were once homes to tribes of the Amazon Basin. Amazon Basin tribes? That's right. Even 20 years after the Grand Dimensional Crevice, some still live on the floating islands. There's the Stormy Floating Island, the Turbulent Floating Island, the Misty Floating Island. The administration manages them, but they respect the natives' names. I see. Let's see here. On the map, Dawnbreak Floating Island is here. Altitude 10,000 meters. Good. And there's no need to worry. Time's short. Just get us the gear to reach the floating island. We'll be back before you know it. Huh? What is it, Lady Cetra? No, you mustn't. With the VIP absent if you leave too. But still, even so. Understood. Oh, for crying out loud. I've seen it all, but this is a first. Robin, what are they mumbling about now? Well, I think Lady Sita wants to come with us. What? Lady Sita says, Lady Sita, I'll do it. This is just my request. A long time ago, Grandfather saved me. So now I want to help him. I will be of help. Please, won't you let me, Miss Rena? Me, Rena? You speak better than I thought. You got such a pretty voice too. Now, how about you show us your face too? No, not yet. Just kidding. I respect the character traits, right? Well then, why not? Let's do this. Yeah, sure, let's have a fucking child that we gotta be worrying about. Sure, why not? Why not? This Celestial Grand Dimension Crevice continuously releases an unknown field. Within the influence of this anti-gravity field, the Amazon Basin is home to countless floating islands. Moderate jungle. So we're fighting jungle versions of these people. Okay. Mainly strikers I need, but a defender wouldn't hurt. That reminds me, because I think I have her. What was she again? Figure I should use her at least once, but where the fuck are you? was gonna say that's the younger version of her, but I'm pretty sure there was an older version of her, too. Or maybe... that's an operator? I don't know. That might just be senile. My old age. Ah, there you are. Yeah, why not? Actually, let me see something here. That's what I thought. Alright. Bunch of AoEs. Cooldown, huh? Now I got some that could fit for that. Unfortunately, I don't have too much good gear. Anyway, let's see. I'll go with... what do I want this time? You can be the leader. And then... why not? I'm dying anyway. Administration Direct Control City, Sharpelamento, approximately 10,000 meters above sea level. Counters! We're almost at the floating island you requested. Everyone hold on tight. Yeah. Oh, good. Turbulence from the Grand Dimensional Crevice is shaking us too much. The anti-gravity field's too strong. We won't be able to land the helicopter directly on the island. Get us in as close as you can. Let's skim right along the edge of the island. Wait, what? You're not planning to jump, are you? If anything goes wrong, the updraft could sweep you into the Grand Dimensional Crevice. Don't worry about us, pilot. I got it all figured out. Trust me. Is this really safe? Is what Lady Citra says, sounding uneasy. I see the secretary's here too. Don't sweat it. The little thrills part of the being a treasure hunter. Alright, finally time to use this. Legacy Cube. Let's see. This thing can pull gear straight from the Counter Legacy server, right? Yeah, perfect. Just what we needed. Kinda wish it had some flashy activation chants. Chant would look way cooler. Miss Irina, I think we should hurry. Yeah, alright. I'll just wing it. Come on out. Paramon, magical zip line. Stop it. Don't call me that. Boramon. That's embarrassing. We're adults now, Miss Rene. Hey, who cares if we're adults? I'm still young at heart. Just beam it over already. Boramon. I love how it's just like, Boramon. Accessing Counter Legacy server. Activating Overlord. Realize ready. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, it actually worked. That's amazing. Thanks, Boramon. Alright. Magical zipline. Fire! Yeah, got a solid anchor. Wait, you're really going to ride that down to the floating island? Is what Lady Citra says, ass in disbelief. Yep, What's more fun and thrilling than this? Robin, you make sure you keep those two safe, alright? Yes, understood, Miss Mirine. Alright, here we go! Hold on tight, everyone. If you fall, I'm not taking responsibility. Yahoo! Ah! Lady Sita, get a hold of yourself, Lady Sita! There you go. Ah. Fucking screaming in the void. Ah! Bad landing right on my butt. Everyone alright? I'm fine, at least. Looks like Sita's upset. Lady Sita's upset. Maybe that was a little bit much for a civilian. Don't worry, once the mission's over, we'll head back in a safer way. But for now... Organic beings detected. Checking vital signs. That thing's our first target. That giant robot. I've seen it before. It's like one of those good robots from Mass Counter. Except it's been taken over by the villains. Yeah, sounds about right. That beetle was designed to roam the counter side hunting COs. But now it looks like it's hunting people too. Vital signs checked. Unable to verify corruption syndrome symptoms. But to bring down a giant robot, don't we need a giant robot too? Well, that's one way to see it. But CRF attacks from a counter hit the hardest. So we end this quickly with aurification, Robin. Aurification. Then this fight must be that important. Understood. Leave it to me and Miss Aura. Alright. I never really used the older version of her, but now apparently I know what that cube is now. So she normally just uses a gun, which is funny to me. She's actually not that bad. It's like, ah, my back. Not that bad, not that bad at all. Fast and strong! Annihilate the enemy! Damage sustained. Repairs impossible. System down. That's impressive, usually. I am a wandering knight who shields the weak and upholds justice! Once more, justice prevails! Whoa. Took down an anti-corruption Category 4 weapon all on your own. Impressive. No wonder Teach picked you as a special operations asset. But that mask... maybe. Huffing. Hey, are you alright? You look winded. I'm fine. Just a little exhausted after using aurification. I guess I still need more training. If it can boost your counter ability that much, it's definitely no ordinary mask. Robin, mind if I take a closer look at that mask? Huh? You mean Miss Aura? Hey, I'm a treasure hunter too. Appraising artifacts is basic stuff. I mean, I guess it's fine, but... Hehehe. Miss Mirine? Robin, if there's one thing life taught me, is that the more schemes humans plot, the easier they crumble to unforeseen events. So what's the answer? You gotta go beyond being human! What are you talking about, Miss Mirine? I renounce my humanity, Robin. I will transcend mankind! Wait, Miss Irene, you're putting on Miss Aura? Ah! I'm sorry, Miss Irene. Miss Aura doesn't like anyone but me wearing her. Come on, you could have told me that a little sooner. Alright. Let's get moving. The island's not that big. But if we want to hurry and find Old Man Khan, we better hurry. Huh? I know the fastest way to find Grandfather, is what Lady Citra says, offering a suggestion. A suggestion, huh? Grandfather. Grandfather spends his entire life seeking the legacy of the Golden Val. And recently, he nearly confirmed its location by piecing together the clues. That place is here. The Dawnbreak Floating Island, is what Lady Citra says with conviction. So if we follow these clues, we'll be able to track down the old man. Huh? I also studied counterside archaeology to aid Father. I love she's got like this bragging fucking look. And I know every legend and clue about the Golden Veil. Is what Lady Citra says, boasting with pride. Sorry, boasting part was my mistake. Allow me to rephrase. Hold on. Counterside archaeology? Is that the study of ruins and relics left in the counterside? To guess... It's the study of ruins and relics left in the counterside, to guess at their civilizations. If you know where an artifact comes from, you can analyze the technologies and mysteries within it. Oh, fucking yawning. Anyway. But the Golden Veil's legend. When the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fading away. The heavens will split open, and where earth and cloud meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. Grandfather said to reach the Golden Veil, artifacts of shared origin are required. So far, only 3 have been identified as from the same world. And you can say that we already possess one of them. Huh? I already have one. That's right. The first is the eye of the Black Forest Guardian Spider. A spider's eye? Ah, of course, the modulator! It may have been built by the old administration, but its algorithms shift with the environment. If it's been exposed long enough to a particular counterside, its trait could change. Still, isn't that kind of flimsy as proof? Theoretically, moderators can warp in anywhere, can't they? In this region, the moderators all have moss-covered frames. Come to think of it, the modulator's chassis is covered in moss too. Yes, and that moss. Lady Citra, what are you doing? In a high-level corruption area, even a scratch can be deadly. Seeing is believing. I wanted to show you the trait of the Golden Veil moss and how it turns golden when human blood touches it. Makes sense. In the past, future wars sought to end the human toll on anti-corruption warfare. Now humanity uses its drone technology to kill other humans. Yeah. Meanwhile, Administration Direct Control City at Lotus. Amani Valley. Administration HQ. Auxiliary Hangar 3. I wonder if this is how Titan gets the upgrade. So, this future war matter you said was important. Supreme Administrator, don't tell me this is why you called me here. That's correct. The first reason I summoned you here is to obtain the authorization to use Coffin Company C's asset number 9. Ha-ha! Greetings! I look forward to working with you all. Been so long since I moved, my whole frame creaks with every step. You dragged a senior all the way out here just to authorize the C's asset? Don't make me laugh. Parading that pile of scrap in front of me again makes your intents obvious enough. What are you really after? First you pretend not to know me, and now this farce? My apologies, Rene Maluf. After meeting you, I found myself wanting to know more about you. So I made some inquiries on my own. I learned you were the youngest ever selected for Future of War Project. That you once participated in the Titan Project. And that your team sought to revolutionize unmanned weapons capability by proposing a prototype to Dr. Shirnov, though it was ultimately rejected. The Jupiter plan. Ah, so you're the reason Titan's gonna fly. You want me to recreate a relic from 20 years ago now? That's correct, Rene. To safeguard this world. What in the world are you thinking? I was naive back then, but now I understand why Dr. Shinov scrapped it. The Jupiter plan was nothing but idealism. It was an unworkable paper scheme. Back then, even the Titan Project itself was still uncertain. So of course, Dr. Shinov... No, you're mistaken. Dr. Shinov never discarded the Jupiter plan your team conceived. On the contrary, he preserved that history for the future that would one day arrive. In keeping with the fundal ideals of Future at War. And for the sake of a cherished pupil. What? Don't spew nonsense. I saw with my own eyes as he tore up the Jupiter plan research note. Huh? Oh, shit. Okay, this is a first. Called here in a rush by our so-called tough guy. And what do I find? Of course it has to be a troublesome matter tied to my father. Wait, you're okay, interesting tie-in. You are... Surely you don't mean this research note, don't you? Ground 1 Senior. Anastasia Chernov? I knew you joined Coffin. But what on earth are you doing here? Rene, I told you before. I am mobilizing every resource to prepare for what's coming. And did you not agree to assist me? Time is not on our side. My agents dispatched to Carpamento already sent word of the situation there. They report that the celestial grand dimensional crevice already has generated an intense anti-gravity field. To extract them, a specialized craft will be required. The only way to counter an anti-gravity field is with another anti-gravity field of equal strength. But a craft that could offset the grand dimensional crevice level field? No, don't tell me. You mean the strategic aerial fortress Hyperion? Yeah, bitch, we're doing a lot of shit. We're doing a lot of crazy. Don't question it, just go with it, false idol. Reverence for nature has existed in every age. As ever, the society twists this human instinct to its own ends. Don't question it, we're killing things. Okay, so definitely gonna need a defender this time. Wait, okay, never mind. I was about to say, hold on a second. Eh, you know what, Dragon Boy, fuck it. Okay. And you can be the leader, I don't care. Let's go, bitches! Administration Direct Control City. Sharp Elemento, approximately 100 meters above sea level. Dawn Break floating island. Oh, are they actually here? Those cultists they were talking about? Raise your heads and look to the sky. The time of the end is upon us. When the sacred root shrouds the heavens and once again eclipses the sun, we who bathe in the blood of fools and feast upon their hearts shall be saved. Kill, 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 kill! Death to the foolish, their bloods and their hearts! Oh, the sacred tree has answered our prayers! Offer the capture sacrifice to the sacred tree! Don't do this. Please spare me! Oh, just kill me. I don't want to be eaten alive! Kill! 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 Death to the foolish, their blood and their hearts! Okay, we got a cult here, that's fun. Even after culling them over and over. To think remnants of the society still lingers on this floating island. Captain, what do we do now? We're all that's left. I don't want to die yet. Shut up. You think I want to die? Just a little longer. Sir Wade will come to our rescue. But Sir Wade hasn't returned since he went to see the VIP. If there's still no word by now, then maybe he's already... Shut it. He's Camperamento's official counter. He won't fall so easily. Shh. We're here to get you out. Y'all can relax now. We're saved. Thank you. Thank you. I got a fair grasp of the situation. You were at the expedition Old Man Khan came with, right? Time's short. You know where he is now? He's likely with the official counter. They were about to turn back after the expedition came up empty when the Grand Dimensional Crevice expansion began. Sharp Elemental's official counter, huh? If someone from the Vargas family's with him, he should be safe, but... Wade Vargas. Wait a minute. Maybe you're a descendant of that old administration guy. Interesting. Okay, you weren't what I thought you were, but you might be someone else entirely. Anyway, continuing on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to get water at some point, but anyway. Stubs and snipples, everyone! Ha! This is a miracle. To think I'd live to see Lady Citra again. Lady Citra is also overjoyed to see you all alive. I'll mark an extraction point for you. Head there and wait. The administration headquarters will dispatch a transport. Thank you. Thank you! At least we managed to save some survivors. Lucky break all around. Those cultists are too wrapped up in their ritual. But Robin, we got work to do. Lady Citra, the clue about the second artifact. You're sure about it, right? The false face worshipped by the blind. The blind must mean those cultists. And the false face would be the mask worn by the CO they serve. Robin, get your arification ready. Looks like they noticed us too. Alright, time to kill people. Damn cultists. Bomb explosion lowers the walls thing. Okay, good to know. Don't care. Well, it's dead, so that's all that matters. Miss Mirina! This way! I'll clear a path straight to that tree, CO! Yes, gotta use the epic voice every time Aura's a thing. Thanks, Robin. It's been ages since I last used this technique. This cool, heavy sensation. It's like I'm back being Swordmaster Mirina again. Come out, Boramon! Give me collection number 224, that Master Sword! Call me that again and I won't send it. We're adults now, Rene. Ultimate technique. Starlight special! Ah! Did you see that, Bora? That was a play of the game, wasn't it? Told you I still got it. If I croak, play that at my funeral, huh? Look out, Miss Mirine. Are you alright? It almost really did me in, huh? Thanks a ton, Robin. I'm just glad I could help. No, impossible. The sacred tree fell so easily. The sacred tree? You mean this thing? What a disgusting looking mask. It's so gross. How dare you? Such blasphemy! All disciples, hear me! Deliver the sacred tree's judgment onto those foolish... The bishop's head just... The Lord of the Forest is enraged! Yuma Khan has appeared! Miss Rene. Mirine, something's wrong. All the cultists are suddenly retreating. Look there, Robin. What in the world is that? Feels like we poked the wrong nest. I've got a bad feeling about this. What is that thing? Yuma Khan! He's Lord of the Forest, the Warden of the Guards. The Warden who guards the jungle and Bankets of Greed. That's a new one. Interesting. Alright, using my aura again, because fuck you, that's why. And... let's see... yeah, why not? Evacuate everyone! The Lord of the Forest is enraged! Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why the Lord of the Forest is enraged, you fucking dumbass. Do not meet Yuma Khan's gaze, and you face the wrath of the god will... The bishop just popped like a tomato! Why? We offered so many living sacrifices, just why? Because you're delusional and blind, that's why. So, Do you know what that thing is? Yuma Khan is a colossal CO that appeared around the floating island. It wields powerful telekinesis and moves with uncanny speed. Despite its measured corruption ray, its threat nearly rivals a Category 5, damn. As a single unit, it might be even more dangerous than a demolition worm, is what Lady Sita says with concern. A Category 5. Ha! This is turning to be quite a show. But it's strange. Yuma Khan was already subdued once by the Carpelamento administration. They mobilized all their task force, led by the administration itself. And Sir Wade, the official counter, succeeded in defeating it. True. That does sound suspicious. A named CO taken down once shouldn't have popped back up again. Well, no time to dwell on that now. We already secured the second artifact. We need to move before it gets here. What's this? Ah! Miss Irene, are you alright? It's already caught up to us. Don't worry, Robin. We've come through worse hellholes than this. No way I'm whining over this. Miss Irene. For the record, I'm not a power build, but an intellect build. Whatever the game, whatever the foe, there's always a strategy to beat it. Hang in there, Rena. We're analyzing the floating islands area and the CO's weakness. See? This fight isn't ours alone. Everyone's backing us up. You know the old mess counter creed? When we stand as one, we can't lose. Even if we're tired. You can't lose even if we tried, my bad. All hearts as one. Understood, Miss Mirina. Then leave stalling for time to me and Miss Aura. That is a unique one. Ah, she got defeated immediately. God damn. Maybe I need a... Well, I mean, we're kind of holding out, but... He's got some long-range effects or something that's a little bit bullshit. Alright, so they use kind of the skin of a fucking fallen one. Hey, what's up, Spirit? How you doing? Wait, why are there two of you? Let's go, Aura! Anytime! With our hearts united! Nah, not bad. Just experiencing what the fuck Omen is. About to go get water in a moment, though. They're overwhelming that colossal CO? Behold the power of a commander of the old administration. Sometimes they're broken as fuck. So this is the power of aurification? Honestly, I kind of want to see a comparison of Hildur and Aura, who's technically stronger. I mean, probably Hildur, but I want to know how she ranks up. Robin. Fucking guy. Unstable as it is, she's temporarily pushing her CRF way past the limit. How do you mean? You know the CRF maximum output is fixed per person. Not even with an artifact's help could you break that cap. I know, that's why I said it. I never seen anything like her. It's sheer output alone. She might rival the old administration's former commanders. Commanders? Ah, this isn't Merch, this is Miss Aura. She may look like this now, but she was once commander of the old administration's La Macha Stormtrooper Division. So, that wasn't just lore after all? But isn't Robin pushing herself too far? What if something goes wrong? Is what Lady Sita says, worrying. I love how we need the fucking secretary. I love the entire time we need the secretary to interpret her shit. Oh, my back. Okay, that was a nice crack, though. I needed that. She'll be fine. Let her run wild for now. Trust me, I got a plan. Do you? Do you really? Squire, let's finish this! Yes, Miss Aura. Blazing Cross Radiance. Take this! Huh? Miss Aura? Can't be. Did the aurification time limit run out? I'm sorry, Miss Mirina. I still need more training. What do we do now? Ah! Nice fight. You did well, Robin. Call us even for saving me earlier. Miss Mirina? But we haven't beaten the CO yet. Don't worry about that. True. But sometimes winning isn't about knocking the other guy out. What do you mean? Come on out, Buramon. Collection number 100. Corruption Ray-Guided Missiles. Ready? Fire! Buramon. Still calling her that, huh? That missed completely. Of course. Wasn't meant to hit. Remember Mass Counters, episode 23? Episode 23? The one when the villain's monster spot each other. There we go. Got a response already. Must have been close by. An earthquake? An earthquake? Wait, you don't actually call it the dimensional worm. Demolition worm here, did you? Is what Lady Sita says, now gone pale. Bingo, that's correct. You really called it here? Are you insane? Relax. The demolition worm vision is short. It chomps anything in its mouth, no questions asked. While it tangles with that bastard, we'll make our escape. Wait. That kind of reckless pan couldn't possibly work. I don't know, you ever tried something like that before? Only one way to find out. Ha! There's its head. Wild. Lady Sita, stay with me. Guess that plan was a bit much for you two. I'll be more careful next time. Hey, I mean, you know, anything that we don't die. You said that the last time, too! Honestly, it's just whatever it takes not to fucking die. Miss Mirina, it's working. Yuma Khan, and it is fighting the demolition worm. Perfect. Let's get out while they're busy. Excuse me. Miss Mirina, something feels off. Why are you saying that now? We gotta move. No, it's just the ground under us is shaking way too much. Under us? Is there another one? Whoa, this isn't good. There's more than one! Didn't see that coming. The weakened ground's collapsing. Both of you grab onto me. Well, shit, who would have thought there's more than one of these worms here? After all this, back to the starter village? No way! Just like in the administration failure, my back blew out again. That didn't hurt at all. Why? Are you sure you're okay, Miss Mirina? I'm fine. What about you? I'm fine, but the two of them are unconscious. Well, I fell from right up there, so no wonder. But how are we all still in one piece? Because the floating island's gravity was weakened that much, youngsters. Oh, is this the con? Because the floating island's gravity was weakened that much, youngsters. And with the grand dimensional crevice expanding, it's bleeding away even more. Soon this island will be swallowed into it. So stay here and keep an old man company for a while. Ugh. Senior Khan, I finally found you! Long time no see, old man. Indiana Gap, why are you here? Wait, are you after the Golden Veil's legacy too? Indiana Gap? Your memory's as sharp as ever, old man. So you were under that atlas! I knew you were probably the one who was like fucking doing the thing for him doing. That means you had the rivalry instead with that one teacher. Oh, that's so fucking funny. I mean, it was probably both, to be honest. Probably the fucking Garp and you. But still, that's so fucking funny. I mean, when they explained you're basically traveling all around the world fucking collecting artifacts for me, the senior administrator. Oh, that's so fucking funny. I knew it. Indiana Gap, what are you doing here? Oh, that's so fucking funny. Alright, well, don't look like we got too much longer for this to be done. I don't know how Omen works exactly. It looks like we just hop from one story to another. So we got technically 5 sections left. I'll lead up to 5. I don't know if there's probably another fight somewhere. No, wait, I'm stupid with math. It's 6. So that means probably at least one more fight. So maybe 3 more talking bits. When the radiant sun is veiled by the roots, its lights fading away, the heavens will split open. And where earth and clouds meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. 10 years ago, Administration Direct Control, Sharp Elemonto. Approximately 65 meters above sea level. Dawnbreak Floating Island. Alright, that said, I am going to step away for a moment to grab some water, so I'll be back. And I'm back. Alright, let's see. Observations teams, we've reached Area Theta. Commence the purification operation. Open fire on the front line. Blast it, COs. Don't leave a single one standing. Wipe them all out. Con, the operation teams just reported in. This village is gone too. CO's reduced it to rubble. I see. What a shame. The floating island villages never had proper defenses against the counter-side effect. The administration needs to change policy and begin relocation programs for the natives. They have their own homelands, Wade. Even before the administration failure, this Amazon basin was theirs. If we intrude rashly under the pretense of management, the civilization itself could vanish one day. Civilization survives only if people survive. They need the administration. Their ignorance is what leads them to worship the counter-side effect. Ignorance? Watch your words, Wade. Thinking ourselves superior is nothing but modern arrogance. They have their own order, Wade. They may even understand the counter effect better than the administration. But still. Senior, we found a survivor in the village. Oh, is that the little girl? What's the child's condition? Fortunately, no serious injuries. No signs of corruption syndrome either. But the child hasn't spoken, likely from shock. Well, I mean, probably, given, giant monster men just came and literally ripped apart everyone you probably knew and or loved. I would be surprised if they weren't some at least initial shock from that shit. Should be traumatizing, man. Imagine everyone you know and love getting by a fucking monster. Or squashed. Or whatever the fuck else, depending on whatever the fuck the thing was at the time. It just be, and it be shitty. Be very, very shitty indeed. Anyway, I'm multitasking here. Okay, there we go. Alright. I see. But it's strange. The child grew up in a village in a corrupted area with no corruption inhibitors. Yet somehow she could be perfectly healthy? Hello, little one. Can you talk to this old man? Do you not like me? Hard to tell when you won't speak. What is that arrowhead in your hand? Could that be the legendary? Ah, so that's where you got that. 10 years later, Administration Direct Control City, Sharpalamento, approximately 10,000 meters above the sea level. Dawn Baking Floating Island. Sobs. Grandfather. My little treasure hunter, you come all this way through danger. Look at how you've grown. Time seems to fly by. Old man Khan, I've already explained the situation. Time is critical and you need to return to the Caparamental administration at once. Abnormalities in the grand dimensional crevice worldwide, huh? If Wade hadn't protected me, I wouldn't be alive right now. And even Wade's fate is uncertain. Then... But I refuse. I will not give up the Golden Veil's legacy. Oh, come on, old man. This isn't the time for stubbornness. As a fellow treasure hunter, Indiana Garp, you know this. Every artifact carries its own history, and mankind always learns from history. When the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fades away. The heavens will split open, and where the earth and clouds meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. This legacy must be a death cycle left by a world before its collapse. We must listen to that cry. That's why we must find the Golden Veil's legacy. It's now or never! The only problem is, we've lost every artifact the expedition gathered so far. Figures. Of course the stubborn Master Khan wouldn't quit. Yep. That's why we went and collected them all already. What? Let's see. The first clue was the eye of the Black Forest Guardian Spider. So we dismantled the moderator's camera lens. The second was the false face worshipped by the blind. So we took the mask worshipped by the remnants of the society cultists. And the third is... Sita, you're right. The third is the golden arrowhead that I hold. All the artifacts to reveal the Golden Veil gathered at last. Perhaps this truly is fate. Come, all of you. Follow this old map. For I know where the Golden Veil lies hidden. We're here. Somewhere in this plain, the Golden Veil awaits. What? This empty field is where the Golden Veil's supposed to be? Looks like nothing but a barren wasteland. So, it was like that after all. That's why no one ever found it the usual way. So cloaking? Question mark? I'm thinking cloaking. I'm thinking cloaking. Miss Mirina, did you figure something out? Yeah, it's simple. The Golden Veil wasn't a ruin that exists in reality. It was a corrupted area that only manifests under certain conditions. A corrupted area? Remarkable, Indiana Cop. Sharp eyes indeed. You're the one chasing something impossible, old man. A corrupted area is just an area formed by the counter side effect. Once it emits, it erupts for some reason. It overlays the normal side with the counter side. In artist terms, it's like overlapping layers. That's a strange metaphor. Come on, just roll with it. Anyway, the old man tried to trigger the counter side effect deliberately. To summon ruins to the counter side. That's why he needs artifacts from the source. From the same source. I see. That's Senior Khan. Even if you resonate the artifacts to spark a local counter side effect. Without knowing exactly where in the counter side the Golden Veil is, it's useless. How are you ever going to locate a ruin that doesn't exist in reality? You're right. But I gathered oral legends, historical records, and artifact analysis, and ended an endless coordinates data from the counterside effects in this region. As a result, I found this arrowhead reaches only beyond words, reacts only beyond worlds at a specific location. And that place it points to is here. Wait. If we have to scour this whole plane, we don't nearly have enough time. I hear it. Lady Sierra? What do you mean? Somewhere, I hear voices. Voices? I don't hear anything. This way. She's moving like she's possessed. Could she be? Follow Sita! If she uses her gift, we may uncover something here. Run! Run, my boy! Run, my child! Run! We must find the thing! 30 east. Place the eye of the spider here. 45 south. Place the false face here. And the last one. Sita, did you find something? There. The golden arrow goes there. Don't move from that spot. You're resonating the artifacts? Trying to reveal the golden veil? You really found the ruins' locations? This easily? The voices told me. The voices in my head are telling me things. Oh shit, hero. Okay, this is similar background to the fucking Zodiac Knights thing. So, this is the Golden Veil's ruin? This easily? Look, Miss Mirina. There was nothing here a moment ago, and now ruins appeared. Old man Khan, is that? Yes, it seems we found the Golden Veil's ruin. Someone's waiting. Lady Sita says something's waiting inside the ruins. Someone? Now it's a fight. Life itself is the grandest journey, at once its destruction. The demolition worm we're fighting. Okay then. Let's bring out my sniper this time. I'll also bring out I'll bring out Dragon Girl. And then I'll bring out, the Bunny Girl. We're always having the Bunny Girl. It's all good. Amazing. I mean, outside it looks like a crumbling ruin, but inside it's intact. Kind of plain, isn't it? When I heard the Golden Veil ruins, I expected something flashy. Look closer, Indiana Carp. The walls are covered in Golden Veil moss. If touched with blood, it will gleam gold. I devoted my life to study the legend of the Golden Veil. I vouch for it. This is truly the legendary Golden Veil ruin. But what in the world is this? We've arrived. It's Ethereum. I had never seen this much before. Wow. All these luxurious relics. What could they be used for? Robin, don't touch anything. Something doesn't feel right. Huh? What do you mean? Old man, don't you feel something's off about this place? You feel it too. You feel it too. I was thinking the same. According to the administration's protocol, there's a strict limit on how much Ethereum can be stored in one place. Too much Ethereum dissolves the dimensional surface. With this much, the dimension should have melted her down already. Something must be forcibly holding this ruin in place. Now that you mention it, it feels eerie. Exactly, eerie. It felt wrong since we walked in. Like someone's will is bound to this space itself. It feels almost like a counter CRF. That's right. That's right. Normally, this ruin couldn't exist at all. One person's will has been preserving it all this time, waiting desperately for someone to finally find it. And that person guided me here, is what Lady Sita says, her voice tingling with sorrow. You're saying someone's guarding this ruin? No way. This is a counterside ruin. No human could live here. If that's true, then where is this someone? That person is... Lady Sita? What do you mean? That person is right beneath your feet. Beneath our feet? Huh? Is that a skeleton? The skeleton is what's been guarding the ruin? I see now. At last, everything makes sense. Old Man Khan? It must be the remains of the one who protected this place. Even in death, their will lingers in their remains, sustaining this space. That will. The force that makes possibility into reality. Yes, much like a counter's CRF. Then this person kept their counter ability even in death? And that CRF is what sustains the ruins? That's right. The unique corruption ray twisted his body into something artifact-like. But even so, that person refused to let go. Not even in death. They preserved it for the descendants who would inherit the Golden Veil. A descendant? The natives of the Amazon basin. All those still living on the floating islands. Their ancestors may have been exiles from another world. Perhaps their world fell to the same kind of disaster we now face. So they left behind the Golden Veil legend as a warning. Sita, you are the true heir of the Golden Veil, and my role was to guide you here. Looking back, it really was all fate. My life spent chasing the Golden Veil. All that led me to you. Grandfather. When the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fading away, the heavens will split open, and where earth and clouds meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. Just as you said, every artifact carries history. But if anything here can protect people from the coming disaster, it must be this very skeleton. If this skeleton is the true legacy of the Golden Veil. Well said, Sita. I was thinking the exact same thing. I agree too. Alright. We got the legacy. Time to head back to the administration. Huh? This tremor. Is it the demolition worm? Was it drawn to the Ethereum in the ruins? What are you all waiting for? If we stay, we're dead. Let's get out of here. These big worms are tougher than cockroaches. Smaller COs are still chasing us. At this rate, it's the artifact Sita's carrying. That's what's drawing them. Damn it. Maybe you should just ditch it. Absolutely not. That defeats our entire purpose. Without that relic, even more people will die. I was kidding. It was a joke. Wait. Where's Sita? Huh? Sita, get out of there! Ugh. Grandfather! Old Man Khan! This isn't good. We're stuck here, we're finished. Hey Robin, are you okay? Remember, right now it's just you and me who can fight. I'll hold them here, so you... No, Miss Mirina. I'll use Orification to buy time. Please evacuate everyone to safety. We'll regroup at the extraction point. Your eyes, they've changed. Fine then, let's do this. Alright, dimensional worm bullshit. I bring my dragon bitch. Let's go. You know, they only had this thing as a guild raid, so it's interesting seeing this and fighting this and not instantly fucking dying. Old man, just hang on a little longer. I'll find a way. We're breaking through here, no matter what. Is it dead? Ah, damn it, I just jinxed it. Of course. It had to be that thing again. Yama something, right? Just my luck. You mean Yama Khan? Cox or whatever. Old man, you're awake? But Yama Khan was already slain by the Carperamento administration. Don't get me started. Do you know how much that bastard gave us hell? What nonsense is this? That creature. It's not Yama Khan. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. It's seen us. Fall back. Even if we can't kill it, we can buy time. Huh? Did it go crazy? Why is it suddenly attacking other COs? What the? Why is it tearing into its own kind? A CO attacking another CO? Could it be? Hold on! At least until Miss Rhea gets everyone away. I have to hold on here. That's what Miss Aura's always taught me. Trust your allies, protect the weak. If I can keep that resolve. Excellent resolve, Robin! Miss Sora, we are a team. You and me. As long as our hearts are one, no foe can stand against us. Yes, Sora. Then let's... Blazing Cross Resonance! Annihilate the enemy! How ironic. To think the day would come I would accept your help, Indiana Garp. Do you know how much it vexed me to see every artifact dug up, stamped with your seal? Your wounds are severe. Don't talk too much, you'll die at this rate. Normally, Wade would appear out of nowhere to save me, like always. But if I die here, then so be it. That, too, is fate. Senior, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, grandfather. Every time you save me, you get hurt. Don't cry, Sita. Thanks to you, I fulfilled my life's wish. The Golden Veil truly existed. They mocked me as a fool, laughed at my dream. But I was right all along. Sita, it was you who let us reach it. Thank you, Sita. But... No, grandfather, you're bleeding. It seems my long expedition ends here. I unearthed many artifacts in my time, but you are my proudest treasure. One day, you'll be a far greater treasure hunter than I. So, this arrowhead must be returned to its original owner. True owner. There's a special feature in it that you don't know about yet. I, Class 2 Administrator Wen Khan declare through the Senior Code. From this moment, all authority of a Class 2 Administrator is transferred to Sita Khan. Grandfather? No, I'm not worthy of such authority. I stumble over words and hide my face in shame. A senior's worth is not decided by such things. My expedition ends today, but yours just began. Life itself is the grandest journey. And so, this uniform is my gift to you. Ah, they actually give her the thing. Still a bit big for you, I see. But one day it'll fit you well. Better than it ever fit this old fool. Why did you hide your face? You're adorable. God damn it. I promise. Just as you said, I'll become a great treasure hunter. I'll grow into someone fit for this uniform. Perhaps I was foolish. If I'd known, I'd have spent more time with you. The Golden Veil's legacy was so close all along. And when the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fading away, the heavens will split open, and where the earth and clouds meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. Wait, can you hear me? I fulfilled my duty. Pass the Golden Veil's legacy to the next generation. Now it's your turn, Late Vargas. You said your duty was to protect the city and the seniors. Then keep that duty. Even if your body twists and your mind fades, never forget. I arrived at the end of history before you. As always, I'll be waiting here for you. I wonder if the thing that is that level 5 corrupt object, I wonder if that's Wade. Seems to hint at that. And it's a trial you faced and will face again. Miss Mirina, over here. Thank goodness you're all safe. Guess I showed up a bit late. Squire said a transport will be dispatched soon. Once it arrives, we'll bring the senior... Huh? Wait, the senior... Senior Khan has passed away. But before his death, he entrusted all his authority to Lady Sita. As of now, Lady Sita is the senior of Campamento. I see. Come on, everyone, don't look so down. There'll be plenty of time to grieve later. For the living, surviving comes first. Right now, escaping this island and reporting the Carpelamento is the priority. So, an earthquake? Don't tell me it's another dimensional worm. No, this isn't a quake. The space itself is shaking. Space is shaking? When the radiant sun is veiled by roots, its light fading away, the heavens will split open, and where the earth and clouds meet, a golden city will appear. There, the Golden Veil's legacy will save countless lives. If the legend is true, then this might be that moment. What did you say? Both of you, get back! What the? Roots are spreading out from the grand dimensional crevice itself? Then what do we do now? Is the world really going to end, just like the legend? Who knows? Either way, we run as far as we can! Look, the roots are covering the whole island. It's spreading fast. At this rate, we'll be engulfed. Huh? That's the colossal CO Yam something. Couldn't get any worse, huh? Even a CO now? Wait, Miss Mirina. Yamaka is acting strange. That CO. CO is shielding us from the roots? Impossible. Why would it do that? This is... Whatever the reason, while the CO's blocking the roots is our chance. We need to evacuate now. Helios system activated. Anti-gravity field deployed. Commencing breakthrough of the Grand Dimensional Crevice's anti-gravity field. No way. This comm line. Must be the transport Teach promised us. Ha ha ha! So call this new frame of mine a mere transport. What an amusing notion, but mistaken nonetheless. Intercontinental Strategic Aerial Fortress Hyperion now arriving. Commencing strategic bombardment over the operation zone. Excuse me, goddamn. I've been briefed on the situation. Good work, both of you. You've done well this mission. We only did what's expected of Knights of Justice. But since my squire is pleased, so am I. Robin, you can't call Teach a squire! And Khan's passing is a great loss. The administration has lost another fine talent. Then you're Comparamento's new senior? Yes. And yes, you must be the Supreme Administrator I heard about from my grandfather? Is what the new senior says with curiosity. What an amusing girl. As you know, this Omen phenomenon. 70% of Carpamento's management area has already been overrun by unknown roots. And it's continuing to spread. Don't wear that look. I know it's not your fault. But we do need countermeasures. We must also analyze the remains you recovered. For now, come to the Lotus branch where I am. We'll discuss everything there. And that's the end of this section of Omen. So what's the next one? We're going to Lotus. We're going to Africa. The Guiding Sun, huh? Oh, so we're gonna tie in her again. Nice. Even when buried in mud and on the blink of collapse, a flower rises tall and blossoms in beauty, a city under shadow, and the people who still find the strength to bloom within it. Okay, it's another Act 1 thing. Okay. Very interesting. Alright, so I got an idea how Omen is. So technically this entire thing is probably six acts altogether, if each location's gonna have their own act. And this is the reaction to the fucking puppet manipulative bitch trying to break into reality. Very curious indeed.
私の専門です。お任せください。これくらいは朝飯前ですね。
Either way, it was a little longer than I intended or expected that to be. I don't care, do the thing. But yeah, it was pretty fun actually. I do look forward to seeing how the rest of this goes. Because it looks like we're going to all 6-dimensional crevice zones. So I imagine the mighty sun is going to make a comeback. Huh. Very nice, very nice. The mighty sun. And then that leads to the golden tree. I guess that's the tree of Sephir. Or whatever. Excuse me, goddamn. Like I said, very nice though, very nice. I find it funny we have her entire family tree as well. Alright, well, I think... Yeah, it's been about 3 hours, damn. Alright, so I think that'll be it for me for now. Next planned stream's gonna be Thursday. We'll be continuing the golden tree and its tender. We'll be continuing the Plague Father run in Total War Warhammer. And I don't know what else we go from there. I would maybe stream later, but honestly I started this later than I intended. And I kind of gotta record some stuff. I got another voice VA thing, but it's one of those do it at your own leisure. But I'm gonna try and do at least a little bit of it today. I don't want to leave the guy like hanging for like ever. Not that I don't know how the pace of the rest of it goes, but I want to at least record a little something. So I think I'll do that about now, actually. And yeah, then I get ready for a potential another double shift, but maybe not tomorrow. And we'll see how this shit goes. And then that'll be in another hour or two. But it has been interesting. You can also tell this is like they're trying to rush through the fucking story. How is this a sub-story, though? I guess it's just weird because the way they handled it. But yeah, it looks like we're going to... Outside of Lotus, that looks like Charade. I thought that was France, but apparently it might be more of, let's see, where the fuck is that? That might be Ukraine. I could be wrong, though. And then this is that one place in Russia. Front Bay, of course, is Australia. Chamber is somewhere in the United States. All the fun. All the fun. Now, out of curiosity... Do you have a hard mode? No, you do not. Okay. So it really will be interesting. La Triva Artefacto. Convergence, let's see. A flower booming. Okay, so next we're going to America after this one. Nice. Interesting. La Trivia. It looks like a drift. Convergence order. If I had to guess, we're going to America, then France, or at least what pretends to be France, Russia, and then Front Bay. That's my guess. I don't know the order of this shit. But it is interesting how we're handling this. The world's ending because a fucking demon lord wants to come in and say hello and break reality. Yeah, I love that shit, though. You really do. Not really. It's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrifying. I know they're in my possession, but I don't know which ones I've evolved yet. To be fair. Probably not you.
艦隊全体を特別な機能に割り当てた監視なのです。
Let's see if my gamble was correct. I was right on these. I didn't level them up at all. Interesting. Alright, well next time, if I recall... Oh wait, no, that's the quad one, my bad. Enterprise was another one I didn't even fucking... Okay. Alright, well we're good. Level up the ship. We do the thing. Nice. Yeah, okay. So we'll continue this next time. Continuing Omen as we run to fucking South America. I mean, Africa. I didn't know Lotus was in Africa. But it is what it is. So anyway, thanks people coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn time zone you guys are in. And we will see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye, have a wonderful time. We'll see you